Story behind my name. Auburn Ave was a nickname. I had many different names, throughout my process of being an artist. That was just more like an AKA, like back in the day, like all the rappers had AKAs, like Raekwon or Ghostface or whoever, And as I got more serious, that name kind of stuck because it just made sense. To the world, Auburn Avenue is just a street. But, I'm presenting myself as an artist that's attached to that neighborhood. And so it's like me introducing myself to the world and where I'm from to the world, because Auburn Avenue is a very important piece of African American. And you know what? It's a very big part of world history. And so I felt that it was important to carry that legacy on in the music. And also, too, just for my own people, they just know, like, this is the homie. He from the neighborhood, And so, it gives me a level of just relatability. You know what I'm saying? As far as what's going on in the world, how does that set the tone for me as an artist and what I'm doing? Long story short, we live in this world. Everything I take in, it becomes a part of me, and it has to come out. So everything that I see that's injustice, everything that I think is just, everything I think that's beautiful, everything that I think that's ugly, it all comes out. And I think that's the whole beauty and the duty of an artist. So everything that's going on right now, obviously those things, a lot of issues, the war on the black community, the war on poor, and just global domination overall by corporations. These things have to be addressed. And at the same time, there's beautiful things going on, babies are being born, people are partying, they're loving each other. Some days you don't feel so loved. So just speaking on an array of things, it's just me being a human being, My greatest influence musically, I probably have to say my uncles, actually. They made sure they instilled in me a great appreciation for quality music. So I got proper training. James Brown, Marvin Gaye, Curtis Mayfield, Isley, Willie Hutch, all of it. The Parliament. I got the proper schooling. You know what I'm saying? So as I got older, the people that I took to had similar appreciation. So like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, the Dungeon Family, Nas, who else? AZ, Wu-Tang was very big for me. And then also I loved Midwest music like Bone, Twister, so I've been influenced by an array of different artists, I say, when it comes to releasing a project, I use a lot of those projects and those people as just, inspiration. So, there's an array. And so you'll kind of hear that in the project, when it's finally mixed and mastered. And I'm excited about that. I knew it was time to release a project for a whole different array of reasons, but the main one being is I've been doing this a real long time, and my skill level is high. I don't want to sound filled with conceit, but I've mastered musically I've mastered certain degrees of it, and it would be a waste of talent. It would be a disrespect to God, myself, and my community to not put it out, because I have a voice that, I have a voice and I have an opinion that I know that really matters can affect and help people. So when I graduated from college, which was a big goal of mine, the next goal that I made was to put this project out and continue to put out projects. So this is not the only one. We're going to build this brick by brick, but I just knew it was time, because at every juncture in your life, you always got to set goals and knock down goals. And so this is the next one, eyes is on the prize. As far as what sets me apart from other artists in Atlanta, there's so many reasons. But I'll say more the main two would be musically and writing. Musically, very lush sounds, sample-based soulful sounds, and it's just not. It's the production is not the normal standard for what's going on in the city of Atlanta, and not knocking it, because I like that stuff too. But I just chose to do something musically totally different. 180 difference. And as far as the writing, originality from writing is something that's very big to me. and your character, your personality, your experiences, they all come out in your writing. So when you write and you're writing your life, then everything is unique and different. And right now, people are not doing that. They're just, kind of doing the carbon copy, the cookie cutter type of formula with the records. And I don't have an issue with it. I'm just simply saying that's not who I am. So, the writing is a big thing that sets me apart from a lot of my peers in the city. What do I hope to accomplish musically as an artist? Help the people around me, and ultimately just help the world and myself. I know I want to obviously I want to make money and be very successful, and I will be, but I also hope to make a person's life easier. Music has always been there for me. Tupac with certain messages in his music, it always kept me going. Keep your head up, smile, you black, and so I hope to be able to have a level of influence with my peer group and those that are maybe not my peers, when it comes to my music. You can access my music. The easiest way to access me would actually be Instagram for right now. My username is Auburn Ave. That's one word. There'll be a link there in the bio. And the first piece of media we're putting up will be up in about 2 weeks. So once you get to the Auburn Ave Instagram, you'll be able to follow me brick by brick as I build this thing that we are building. Word of advice to any other up and coming artist. Honestly, all I can say is be who you are. Don't be afraid. You have a unique story that's unlike anyone else, and you shouldn't feel insecure about that. There'll be people that'll tell you to be insecure because you're